Fanatical Massholes show is sponsored by Big Belly Barbecue. If you're looking to get a plate or looking to try something different, hit up Timothy Brunfield, Timothy D. Brunfield on Facebook, Fat Boy the Chef on Instagram. Big Belly Barbecue is the name of his company. He specializes in fried lobster tail, lobster mac and cheese, Cajun wings, the works, etc., etc. He has all that and more. Like I said, if you're looking to get catered, he'll take care of you. You will not be disappointed. Big Belly Barbecue is the name of his company. Fat Boy the Chef on Instagram. Timothy D. Brunfield on Facebook. Check them out. All right, let's get to the show.
They slept on me. Platinum. Guess what? We coming back at you. Sure will. We ain't playing no games. We gonna cross that finish line, y'all. I'm across the finish line. Finish line. I'm across the finish line. Finish line. I'm across the finish line. I'ma go out there, get mine. As a motherfucking beat drop. Tell you something now, I'm hip. Ain't nowhere for hell that I'ma stop. I'ma set it on fire on every block. As I'm pippin' in my fast car. I'm racing like, whoa, I like this NASCAR.
Hey, yo.
I don't care who
Good evening. Welcome into the best sports podcast going around on the internet, anywhere, wherever you get it at. You know what I'm saying. Fanatical Massholes show. It's your boys, Oliver, Wakil, Insane Lex, Mizzo here with us, here with y'all.
What it do?
You know how we do on this show. We give you an unedited, unfiltered, unapologetic opinion on everything that's going on in sports today. What's going on, fellas? How y'all living?
Good, bro. Good. A lot going on.
Yeah, man, a few things. You know what I mean? We got a good show for y'all today. We're going to get into the Final Four. It's been a week now. About a week. We had to process the Final Four. A couple big collapses. You know what I'm saying? Duke collapsed against Houston. I don't know how they lost that game. That's crazy. I mean, Houston turned around. They had themselves a collapse against Florida. We'll talk about that. Who had the bigger collapse? We're going to get into our draft prospects. We're going defense this time. Defensive linemen, linebackers, defensive backs. And the NBA season just ended today. So we're going to preview the play-in, who we think is going to make it to the actual playoffs. And stay tuned for the playoff preview this Friday coming up. We're going to give you who we think is going to win every single round, who will ultimately hoist the Larry O'Brien trophy this June. So stay for that. Keep rocking with us. Remember, like, subscribe, share, comment.
Support, goddammit.
Support the movement.
Already.
Support the damn movement. All right, here we go. Hope you don't want to be remiss, man, if we didn't say our condolences go out to the family of Kyron Lacey. And a player out of from LSU. He's a draft prospect. You know what I mean? Tragically lost his life. Details haven't really been released yet. They don't know, but either way, you know, kid had a promising future. He was going to the draft. He was going to the NFL. And it all ended, you know what I mean? So basically all you say, man, my condolences, you know? Not too much more we can get into, but just say our condolences, man, because no parent's supposed to bury their children. You know what I'm saying? It should always be the other way around. So
Right.
our condolences go out to him. Big shout out to Rory McIlroy for all my golf guys. You see, I got the golf to Chichi Rodriguez and his caddy from 1975 Masters. You know what I mean? But shout out to Rory McIlroy, this year's winner of the Masters. They won it on a playoff. He was actually up 2 strokes going into I think he's on the 17th hole, 15th hole, whatever. He wound up kind of coughing it up, was tied. They wound up going to a playoff. He pulls it out, though. Roy gets that coveted Masters green jacket. Shout out to him. Congratulations.
So hold up.
You know what I mean?
The nigga's caddy name was Chichi Rodriguez?
No, Chichi Rodriguez was the dude right there. So if you look if you're looking over my right, to my right, Chichi Rodriguez with the hat. That's the golfer. His caddy is the cool looking dude with the cool looking brother.
Caddy right there. That's the golfer.
Either way, it's a cold photo. You're both of them. You know what I mean? Chichi Rodriguez is a good golfer. You know what I mean? It's a cold photo, so that's why I put it there. Okay. Anyway,
got an essay playing golf. I like it.
What you said?
Got an essay playing golf. I like it.
Listen, man, they play. Everybody plays. You know what I'm saying? No. Come on, man. Come on. We gotta. Man. Yo, I'm we ain't gonna be able to put this thing up anyway. Yo, hold up. So all right. So now let's get into it. Here we go. We're into the show now. Mike Malone, coach, wherever you've been at, let's do this first. Final Four wrapped up. Last week, me and Wakil, we made our picks. Wakil picked Houston because he simply just hates Duke. And I was thinking, I couldn't wait to prove him wrong. Like, how you like that? But I had to kind of be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Duke, I still can't believe they gave that game. I'm watching it Friday, Saturday night. I'm like, yo, what's happening right now? Duke didn't score a point for like the last, I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? The last minute or so of the game. At least definitely the minute. They couldn't even get the ball inbounded the last minute of the game. Houston put the clamps on them. Basically just forced them to give that game up. Cooper Flagg had a chance to take the lead. Game-winning shot. Final seconds. Good defense, good look, but still didn't happen. And that's how it goes. Fast forward to Monday, Houston has a lead on Florida, and they couldn't even really get a playoff the last minute of the game. And then the last seconds, you know what I mean? They don't even get a play. They don't even get a shot off. I should say, my bad. They don't even get a shot off against Florida on Monday night's championship game. Florida winds up winning. Houston was up 11-2 in that game. You know what I mean? And yeah, Florida winds up coming back to win that game. That was crazy. That ending, both endings, the Duke and the game Saturday night between Duke and Houston was crazy. And then the national championship game between Houston and Florida was like, if I'm the coach, if I'm the fan of Houston Cougars, I'm like, man, how do you not even get a shot off? You don't even get a shot off.
Even if you ain't a fan, it was a lot of.
That don't sound like Duke, nigga.
No, well, that's not Duke. That was Houston. That was Houston against Florida the night after, the Monday after that. You know what I'm saying?
Houston wasn't supposed to be there anyway, so
don't do that. Houston wasn't supposed to be there. Don't give me that. Houston wasn't supposed to be there anyway. They were number one.
Everybody thought Duke,
seed, bro.
Because
they were number one seed. Houston was supposed to be.
Yeah, they was a number one seed.
Come on, man.
And Duke was number one seed.
I said it was a collapse. I just said Duke collapsed, bro. They collapsed. You know what I mean? Like Duke collapsed.
So anywhere it go.
So Duke's got the worst collapse.
And I don't think an 11-point lead. Duke had the worst collapse. And an 11-point lead don't ensure you to win any game at all.
Wakil's frozen up, so he's experiencing some technical.
I hear you. Sound like a cyborg, nigga. Please, goddamn it.
But anyway, I hear you. Listen, I agree with you. I think, you know what I mean? Houston, Duke had like a 14-point lead, and then Houston just slowly chipped away at it, and Duke couldn't score. Duke couldn't do anything. And again, he missed free throws down at the end of the game. Just critical mistakes.
You know how many niggas probably lost because they thought Duke was going to win?
Yeah, a lot of people did. A lot of people had Duke. A lot of people had Duke winning.
A lot of money on that. So it was more like the underdog took it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there was a lot of money lost on that. And Wakil, I don't really see how you can talk about basketball because you don't hoop.
No, he do. Don't do my nigga like that.
Yeah, come on, man.
I'm just talking shit.
Yo, but anyway, yeah. So I think I would have to say Duke's collapse was worse. Now the ending of the game was crazy for Houston, but Duke's collapse was definitely the worst collapse out of that. You know what I'm saying? But all right, let's move on.
Church's money.
They was. Anyway, let's move on to this. Let's get into Mike Malone, coach of the Denver Nuggets. He basically got fired this past week. I don't understand why. The man is 471 and 327 with a 590 win percentage, an NBA championship. They fired him 3 games before the playoffs. I don't even understand. The Nuggets are in the playoffs. What you do, like, and this same thing with the Grizzlies firing Taylor Jenkins, and they're in the playoffs. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? I get why they did it. And then, like the owner basically said, one of the owners, we lost Wakil. One of the owners said,
he probably got
he comes back.
So
here we go. He's coming back right now. So one of the owners basically said the reason why they fired us is because they didn't want him to get any wins and build momentum in the playoffs, and it'd be harder to fire him. So it's easier to fire him right now, which I don't get that.
Okay, so
waited. What's up?
Oh, my bad. No, I was saying this kind of reminds me what the Bucks did last year when they got the one bro and brought in Doc Rivers.
Right.
Yeah, so I think a lot of these moves with these coaches, man, I think this should be kind of personal.
Absolutely.
Because I believe NBA head coaches have a little bit more control over the players than what the owners do. And the head coach will kind of roll with the vibe of the players, man. It's just starting to seem personal. Like they don't want to cut a check. So instead of cutting a check, they just cut you.
Well, yeah, I mean, listen, NBA is definitely a players' league. The coaches, the players are more important than the coaches. I don't think from what I'm reading, they're saying he lost the locker room because he wanted to play the veterans instead of the young guys. Him and the GM was always butting heads because the GM wanted them to play the young guy more. The guy, I think his name Jalen Pickett or something like that. But Mike Malone kept playing Russell Westbrook. He was round with Westbrook, and everybody felt like he was favoring him. So that's why he might have lost the locker room. I mean, I just think, man, after he's been there for 10 years, it happens like that. You know what I'm saying? Look what happened with you, and even before Adrian Griffin, Mike Budenholzer for your Bucks, Lex. They fired him. Yeah. He won a championship. He just won a championship. What, 2 years before that?
Years
you know what I'm saying? That. And like he would, and that year that they lost to Miami and they fired him, he was going through something. That Miami series, his brother died of a car crash. You know what I'm saying? Like the man went through something, they still fired him. Like I just, you know what I mean? Like it's hard coaching, man. It's a dirty game, man. You know what I'm saying? Like they love you one day, man, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? They love you till you don't, till they don't. That's a wrap for you. You know what I'm saying?
Went through a windshield and he went through.
But I mean, when it comes to basketball, I mean, they're doing anything. To me, the NBA is doing anything to create some type of controversy to get more attention on them. Because right now, ain't nobody really giving two fucks about the NBA. It's only really about.
Niggas said ain't nobody giving a fuck about the NBA.
I'm just saying, though, it's only really about the NFL and the MLB right now, and hockey. I'll say hockey a little bit.
I mean, NBA's there now. I mean, there's been a lot of good basketball that's been happening after that All-Star break and all that craziness. It's been, you know what I mean? It's been heating up. The games have been good, competitive. The games today were competitive. We had the final day of the regular season. We had games that determined, like the East was all locked up. The numbers 1 through 10, but the West, you had like Golden State had to win in order to get to like the 4 seed or whatever. They lost. Clippers are the 5 seed. Denver's the 4 seed. You know what I'm saying? Like, so there's a lot of scenarios that went on this final day of the season that, that kind of was compelling, and I'm sure a lot of fans watched. And I think that these players are shaping up to be real good. I think there's gonna be some good playoffs, man. You know what I mean? So if you look at the play-in tournament that starts on Tuesday, we got the 9-10 matchup is going to be the Kings Mavs. 7-8 matchup, the Warriors and the Grizzlies. Out in the East, 9-10 matchup is the Bulls and the Heat. And the 7-8 matchup is the Magic and the Hawks. Who you got, Lex, out of Kings and the Mavericks?
I'm going to go with the Mavericks.
What? Pac, who you got?
Mavericks.
Mavs. I got the Kings, man. I think I don't know, man. Mavericks, I don't even know why they really should have just shut Anthony Davis down and maybe try to get a good draft pick. You know what I mean? Get to the lottery. So I don't know. That's just me. You know, I'm not telling you to tank, but I'm just saying that's what I would have did. So I'm gonna go with the Kings on this one. We still Wakil, you still there? I think we lost him.
Man, we gotta go. We gotta pitch in to get this nigga some Wi-Fi, man.
Jeez, man. All right. So now Warriors, Grizzlies. I got the Grizzlies, man, beating the Warriors, man. Grizzlies will beat the Warriors. They'll be the 7th seed, and that'll set up Kings and the Warriors in the for the 8th seed. I got the Warriors winning the 8th seed. Lex, who you got out of the Kings and the Grizzlies and the Warriors?
I like going for the underdogs, so I'm gonna go for the Grizzlies.
I got you. So then the 7-8 match. So then the matchup to determine the 8th seed would be the Mavs and the Warriors. In your mind, who you got? Who's gonna be the 8th seed?
Between the Mavs and the Warriors?
Yeah.
Mavs.
Okay. Mavs be the 8th seed. Pac, who you got out of Warriors and Grizzlies?
I'm going for the Grizzlies because what's this nigga, the gun-toting nigga?
The gun-toting brother, you mean? The gun-toting brother, you mean? The gun-toting brother?
The gun-toting nigga.
Brother. The gun-toting brother. John Morant.
John Morant. He's a fucking savage. That nigga live in the air.
The brother lives in the air. So who you got? So then out of the Grizzlies? So out of the Grizzlies and the Mavs, who do you got? Who you got?
I love that nigga. Let me stop. That brother live in the air.
Who you got? The Grizzlies and the Mavs. Who you got? So they make the 8th seed. Pac, who you got? Grizzlies and Mavs.
Oh, the Grizzlies.
All right, he said the Grizzlies. Yeah,
the Grizzlies.
Well, the Grizzlies will be the 7th seed, so that'll make the war. That'll have the So that'll be the Warriors and the Mavs. Who you got being the 8th seed? Warriors or the Mavs?
The Warriors.
I got you. All right. Wakil, we was on the West. We was on the western side of the play-in tournament. Kings and Mavs are the 9-10 matchup. Who you got?
I'm gonna take the Kings.
Okay. And then we got the Warriors and the Grizzlies 7-8 matchup. Who you got?
I'm gonna take the Grizzlies. I think John Morant. Yeah.
Yeah. We all picked the Grizzlies.
John Morant, that boy.
Yeah, we all picked the Grizzlies to get the 7 seed. All right, so that
Give
sets
me
up.
John Morant in number.
So that sets up the Warriors. You pick the Kings or Mavs for the 9-10. You picked the Mavs or the Kings? Wakil.
He said the Kings.
Okay, so you got so that pick. So the Warriors and the Kings will determine the 8th seed. Who you got?
The Warriors and the Kings. I'm gonna take. I don't know. I might take the. That's hard. I'm gonna go on the draw and say the Kings.
Okay, so the Kings are the 8th seed. All right, cool. All right, so now we go out east. 9-10 matchup. Wakil's Bulls against the Heat. Wakil, who you got?
With the symbol right behind me on the hat.
Yeah, okay.
Chicago Bulls.
I got the Bulls too. Lex, who you got?
You already know what I'm saying?
You got
already know the answer. Who they playing?
Miami. They got the Heat. They playing the Heat.
I'm going with Miami.
Okay. I know you're gonna say that.
Who you going with? Who you going with? Oliver, who you going with?
If this was last year, I would say the Heat, but I'm gonna go with the Bulls, man.
Yeah, exactly. You know, Jimmy Butler. You know what I mean? I'm going with the Bulls. Bulls are playing well. All right, so 7-8 seed. So the 7-8 set. So the 7-8 matchup. This determines the 7th seed. Magic and the Hawks. I got the Magic. Lex, who you got?
Magic.
Pat.
The Magic and the Hawks. Magic.
Wakil.
I'm going with Orlando.
Got you. All right, so Magic got a 7th seed, and then that would be the Hawks and the Bulls for the 8th seed. Who you got? Wakil. Hawks and the Bulls for the 8th seed. Bulls.
The Bulls. Yeah.
Lex, who you got? Hawks or the Bulls?
Hawks.
8th seed. Pack, who you got for the 8th seed?
Who?
Hawks and the Bulls. Hawks and the Bulls.
Bulls.
Yeah, I got the Bulls too. So we got the Bulls. All right. 3 Bulls, 4 Hawks, one Hawks. All right. So join us this Friday. We're gonna give you our playoff predictions every round till we pick our championship winner. All that more. All right, we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna get into this NFL, this college football story going on with quarterback from Tennessee who's no longer the quarterback over a contract. He held out. How does a college player hold out? We're gonna ask that question and get into it. All that more. Remember, like, subscribe, share, comment. Insane Lex, Pac-Man, all the Ren, Wakil, Mizzo. We right back after this. Fanatical Massholes. Y'all keep it locked.
We ain't playing no games. We gonna cross that finish line down. I'm across the finish line. Finish line. I'm across the finish line. Finish line. I'm across the finish line. I'ma go out there, get mine. As a motherfucking beat drop. Tell you something now, I'm hip. Ain't no way for hell that I'ma stop. Setting on fire on every block. As I'm pippin' in my fast car.
I'm holding it down, rocking with y'all. Mizzo, Insane Lex, Ren, Wakil. All right, let's get right back into it. So the former Tennessee Volunteers quarterback Nico Iamaleava. He transferred. They basically kicking him out. They said, "Yo, we ain't not giving you your deal that you want." It's basically over a contract dispute. He was seeking a package. His camp was seeking a new NIL package worth $4 million annually, which would have doubled his deal, nearly doubled his original deal with Tennessee. You know what I mean? What the coach for the Tennessee Volunteers, Josh Heupel basically said, "Man, no one's bigger than the team." He was basically holding out. This is one of the first times I've seen a college player hold out over a contract dispute ever since NIL. That doesn't happen. This is setting a new precedent. It's going to happen a lot more. To me, I think it's crazy. I think it's going too far. They got to figure out a way to get this NIL thing under control. Don't get me wrong. I want to see kids get their money. But this is wild. This is wild. Save the holdout stuff for the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. That's crazy, man.
They done gave them the key to get in the door and get that bread. Why are we going to tell them to hold out? Not to do that now.
They
out, so you might as well ask.
Yeah, but hold out. You basically held him to the fire. Like, now I'm not gonna play unless you give me this money. Like, yo, and they was like,
I bet he wish he took that shit, nigga.
Right now, they basically they didn't.
Now look at it. Okay, so let's look at it like this. He got the $2 million the first year, right?
Yep.
2022.
Right. He burnt that shit. You feel me? He went through it. Let's just be real. He went through that shit.
I mean, he was
taking care of
well, he was buying whips, Teslas, and
we don't even know what he's buying. You ain't never seen him drive around in nothing, man.
Let's just be real. Let's just be real, my brother. Let's just be real. He blew that shit. He blew it.
He was throwing money in the club.
Yeah, he blew that shit, bro. I just looked at some of his Instagram shit. He was partying, bro. He blew that shit.
Okay, all right.
and he was down in Tennessee too. He was having a ball.
So it's just like almost like, you know what I'm saying, this might be the wrong type of example to use, but if Poppy gave it to me for 17.5, why shouldn't I go back to him and ask for 12.5? I might get my head blown off, but that's
I'm about to say that's definitely one of the worst exampple ever, because you know.
I'm about to say, yeah. How you go way down to 12.5?
That's what I say. You know damn well you're not getting no. There's no way. Ain't no way.
Shoot you in your ankle and tell you to get the fuck on.
That's what I'm saying. Right. So he's in a position where he can hold out and see what they really gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
Well, guess what they did? They told him go on and kick rocks and go find another team. See you later. Okay, well, who's gonna? Okay, this is the destination that they got him. They got a few destinations for him. Shout out to CBS.com, CBSSports.com. One of the teams is UCLA. Would UCLA give him? I mean, would they give him? Would you think UCLA is going to give him $3 million, $4 million? I don't think so.
What is he?
I don't think
sophomore or junior? He a junior?
I think he's a junior. He's going to be a sophomore.
Yeah.
Let me see. I got to make sure I get that right.
I think
he's from Southern California.
He's gonna be a junior.
He's gonna be a junior, right?
Yeah, I think he's gonna be.
That might be good from him, man. Yeah, I forgot to say that. Yeah, he is from Southern Cal, so that might be a good place. They might want to keep him there since they already know.
Cal.
Yeah, so you know what I mean. All right, I mean, look, man, listen.
They might give him 2.5.
You ain't getting nothing now.
So he'll take a hometown discount. He could have just stayed at Tennessee and Knoxville
because they didn't want you. So your first holdout, you gonna take whatever you can get. Them bills.
Money.
He said them bills. What bills?
He was asking for $4 million though. So I mean,
broke.
Well, he gonna go to UCLA and be like, yeah, give me 3?
No, he gonna take whatever. They probably offer him that 2.5.
My bad. He's a freshman, so he's gonna be a sophomore.
All right, he still got a little time to jiggle.
He still got a little time, so they might invest in him to keep him there.
Keep him in Southern California. Okay, so UCLA is one of the teams. You know what I mean? The other team is, let me see, who's the other team? USC. You know what I mean? Okay,
pretty much all California.
Yeah, USC, Lincoln Riley. You know what I mean? Like, he's a good coach. He's a good quarterback. You know what I mean? He gets quarterbacks right. You know what I mean? He's a quarterback whisperer. So I can see that. You know what I mean? Notre Dame. Nah, I don't see him going to Notre Dame.
No.
I don't see him going to North Carolina. I don't see him going to North Carolina. Bill Belichick ain't giving him that. He ain't giving him no $4 million. Right. Oregon, I doubt it. You know what I'm saying? I doubt it. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if Oregon will work. So I don't know. I'd probably say one of the Southern Cal teams, either UCLA or USC. You know what I'm saying? One of them teams would be all right. If I'm him, I'm probably going to USC. And yeah, listen, like you said, I don't think he holds the cards. You might have to take that 2.5, but you go back home, you're gonna be close, you know what I mean, close to friends and family, living that enjoying that California life. You know what I mean? Have fun. That's how I look at it. But my whole thing really is, the point of this is just this holding out. They got to get it under control, man. We talked about earlier in the year with Matt Saluka when he transferred out because they lied to him about giving him that $500,000 or whatever it was. He played 3 games like, nah, I'm out. I'm setting it down, I'm out of here. Like, man, this is crazy. College football, college sports is becoming the wild. Like, this is wild. You know what I'm saying? You might as well there's no more amateurs. You can't call them amateurs anymore. It's semi-pro. You know what I'm saying? This is semi-pro, for real. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't know, man. Just hopefully they get it under control because this is just weird. That was just dumb as hell. You know what I mean? But anyway, all right. Now let's get into our draft picks. I'm sorry, our prospects coming for the NFL draft. We're going defense this time. We're going to start with the defensive linemen. So my defensive line, my top 5 that I like, obviously, is Mason Graham, defensive lineman out of Michigan. You know what I mean? He's a game wrecker. You know what I mean? He's gonna tear things up, and I like that. You know what I mean? Good pick. Abdul Carter, I think he's probably the best defensive player in the draft total, probably the total package. I'm gonna rock with him. Edge rusher from Penn State. This kid I like, James Pierce, though. I mean, I don't know if he's falling, but they're saying he's got a bad attitude and all the combine and everything. I'm riding with him, though. He's good. You know what I mean? I want to see him. He's going to dominate at this level coming up in the NFL. I hope he falls to the Commanders. I want to see him lose money, but man, fall all the way down to 30. Commanders lead. We need him. We need a pass rusher. Wakil Williams from Georgia, edge rusher. He jumps off the screen when you see him play. He disrupts games. And then Jalen Walker, another edge rusher from Georgia. Georgia just keeps churning them out, man, on the defensive line. They don't stop, man. That's defensive line. You right there, Georgia. If you can think of, who is it? Javon Walker, Jalen Carter. Now these two guys, Wakil Williams, Jalen Walker. Defensively, Georgia's got all their best guys are defensive players in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? If and obviously, you can't forget about some of the running backs and wide receivers and all that, but really it's mostly just their defensive guys are the stars when they get to the pros. So that's my 5. Lex, who you got? What's your 5?
All right, so that first one, you said Mason Graham, me and you picked the same cat. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So Mason Graham out of Michigan. My second one for D-line, I'm going to go with Darius Alexander.
Okay.
And 23, 24, 2-time All MAC, third team in 2023, second team in 2024. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Then for another D-line, I'm going to go with Alfred Collins out of Texas.
Okay. All right.
You know what I'm saying? 2024 second team All-American and first team All-Sec.
Yep.
All right, so this one I was kind of confused. I only wanted to pick 2, but I went ahead and just picked 3. I'm going to pick Ty Robinson out of Nebraska.
Okay.
Illest nigga in Nebraska.
That's a Midwest. This is all Midwest picks, y'all. He's a Midwestern. He's a Midwest bias. He's all Midwest influence.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Midwest influence, but bro was 2024 third team All Big Ten. You know what I'm saying? Ty's school record was 60 games played as well. He a senior. You know what I'm saying?
Experience is what you need. Yep. Good.
Right. And then for my linebackers, I went Jahad Campbell out of Alabama.
I thought we was only doing defensive linemen right now.
I combined them though. You know what I mean? So I combined my 5. So I put edge rushers and you went linebackers. I put edge and
I did 3 defensive linemen and then I'm doing 2 linebackers.
Okay, you didn't go 5 linebackers? All right. Okay.
No. I wanted to split it up like that because some of them I
got you.
You know what I mean? So
do you think who are the 2 linebackers?
Jahad Campbell out of Bama.
Okay. Yep.
You know, in 2024, first time All Sec, ranked top 20.
Yep.
And the SEC tackles 117 to go along with 11.5 tackles for a loss. 5 sacks, 3 passes, defensive, 2 forced fumbles, and an interception. So bro was out there getting that money.
Sure was.
You know what I'm saying? And then my last linebacker who I'm gonna pick, I'm gonna go kind of West Coast because I kind of see him a little. Jeffrey Baza.
Yeah, from Oregon. Yeah, I like that. Yep. I like that.
You know what I'm saying? 2024 Fiesta Bowl, defensive MVP, 8 solo tackles and a tackle for a loss. Started career as a safety before transitioning to a linebacker and appearing in 55 games over past 4 seasons. Okay. So they're my 5 right there. I just wanted to split up 3 defensive linemen and 2 linebackers. That's what I'm looking at.
There you go. That's cool. That's cool. Pack, who you got? All around.
Let big homie go.
Go ahead, Wakil. Go ahead, bro. Defensive line.
So I got 2 from Michigan. Mason Graham.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then my second one was Kenneth Grant from Michigan. You know what I'm saying? Because that defensive line that we had, that's what held us down this past season. Because our offense was trash.
No doubt.
Was very trash. But them defensive linemen that we had, they were stout. And then I got Derek Harmon from Oregon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I got Walter Nolan from Ole Miss and Darius Alexander from Toledo.
Okay. All right.
So that's my 5.
Ready? You ready, Arlen?
Yeah. So the defensive linebacker first.
Defensive lineman. Yep. Go ahead.
All right. So for defensive lineman, I'm gonna take Ramadili D. Abdul Carter, Penn State.
It's a linebacker. But go ahead.
Not linebacker.
No, you're right. I'm messing with you.
Defensive line.
I'm messing with you.
I'm about to say, God damn.
Go ahead.
So and I'm gonna go with Shamar Stewart
Yeah.
out of Texas. That's two. That's two right there.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna go over to the tight ends.
Why are you going tight ends?
Not tight ends. I'm sorry, brother.
Defensive end. I got you.
Defensive linebackers.
I got you.
Defensive linebackers, and then I'm gonna go linebackers.
Yeah.
Excusez-moi. I'll take I'm gonna do 3.
Yeah.
Demetrius Knight.
Yeah.
Where my man at? Oh, here goes. Smiel Mondin out of Georgia.
Yeah, I know he's something. Yeah, I got you. Yep. Yeah, he's nice. Yep.
Jeffrey Bassa out of Oregon.
Jeffrey Bassa. Yes, sir. All right. Okay.
I'll take Kobe King. I'll put Kobe King in.
Kobe King. Yeah. Okay. I like that. All right. My linebackers, I got 5. I got Jahai Campbell. Good pick, Lex. Yeah, he's the kid. He's a star, man. He's a problem. Jack Kisser, I'm sorry, from Notre Dame. I like him. Carson Swessinger, UCLA. I had Jeffrey Bassett, but I took him off. I got Barry Carter, man, from Clemson. He was great. And then Kobe King, too, from Penn State. Those are my 5 linebackers that I'm looking at. I can't wait to see at the next level. Wakil, you got your linebackers?
Yeah, I got Jalen Walker.
Yep.
Jahai Campbell from I think he was from Bama. Yeah,
yep.
Pardon me. Barry Carter, Samuel or
Pick your head up, bro. You out of the picture.
Samuel Mundu.
Yep.
Jr. and Danny Stubman.
Oh, yeah, you got to pick your head up, though. You got to keep your head up. Yeah, you got to get in the screen. I got you. All right, Danny Stutzman. Yeah, that's a good one, too. I looked at Danny Stutzman. I like him from Oklahoma. Yeah, he's good. He's good. All right, my defensive backs. I got Malachi Starks from Georgia. I mean, he's definitely, this kid's a problem, man. I like that kid. Xavier Watts, safety from Notre Dame. Malachi Starks is safety, too, from Georgia. Another safety, Nick Iamaleava, safety from South Carolina. I got Will Johnson, cornerback from Michigan, and Jedi Barron, another cornerback from Texas. That's who I got. Those are my 5 defensive backs. Go ahead, Pat. Go ahead, Arlen.
So I'll take Will Johnson out of Michigan. Malachi Starks out of Georgia.
Yes, sir.
Benjamin Morris out of Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll take what's the name? The other nigga from Notre Dame, Xavier Watts.
Yeah, that's definitely what I like. I like him, man. Good pick.
And Jade Barron out of Texas.
Yep. Good stuff. Good stuff. Lexicon.
All right. So you want defensive backs like cornerbacks?
Cornerbacks and safeties, yep.
Cornerbacks and safeties. So this was most of the stars I think was going to be the DLs and the linebackers, but I'll go ahead with it.
Well, yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead. Will Johnson out of Michigan.
Okay.
He a junior, but I don't really think he's gonna get picked too high though. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? But he up there, career 2-time All-American, first time 2023, second time 2024.
Right.
CFP National Championship game, defensive MVP. He gonna go, but I'm just wondering because it's a lot of. Have y'all seen the picks for the line for the teams? it's a lot of bull. It's like a lot. The lottery picks for the teams, like the teams is kind of shitty.
What you mean? What team you talking about?
Like some of the teams they got lined up to get them first picks.
I mean, they're supposed to be trash.
Let me just say this, and I'm gonna tell the rest of the players.
The sucky teams always get the good picks
That's
first.
what I'm saying.
I know. At the same time, they usually go to bullshit teams where they getting their feet wet, but then that usually ends up being either like a funeral home or a vacation. You dig what I'm saying?
Okay.
Well, hold on. Let me go ahead. You know what I'm saying? So
don't ban us, y'all. Please don't ban us.
my other quarterback is Jalen Smith from USC.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He's, you know what I'm saying? His rating is only about a little bit under 80, but don't sleep on him. You know what I'm saying? 2023 third team, all Big Ten defensive MVP.
Yeah.
MVP. 2023 Holiday Bowl, 12 solo tackles, career 43 games played. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the only other person, I was kind of confused on this, but I'm going to have to bring it back. That might be Jamari Harris out of Iowa. He's a senior as well. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, 2023 tied for team lead with 8 pass breakups despite being suspended for the first 2 games for gambling. But bro is like, I guess he out that life, but
yeah.
Doing the field, you know what I'm saying? Like he gonna get picked up from somebody. You never know. He probably could turn his life around. He made that one mistake, but that's all who I got my eye on, bro. I didn't have.
Yeah, that's what's up. All right. Listen,
he said,
you gonna get picked up, man. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get a chance. All right, Joe. Before we get out of here, man, shout out to Alex Ovechkin too. Alexander Ovechkin broke the record for most goals scored in the NHL. He's at 896 now, if I'm not mistaken. So
he's been in the league for a minute.
Been in the league for a minute. Wakil, who's the best player though? Is he better than Gretzky?
See, I got Taze from the Blackhawks. You know what I'm saying?
Jonathan Taze.
He ain't better than Taze.
He's not better than Jonathan Taze.
Is he better than Cam Neely?
No.
I don't think he's better. I mean, Cam Neely's pretty damn good. I still got Gretzky first, man. I mean, I'm a Messier guy
like
too.
The Jordan of the NHL.
Exactly.
Gretzky comes to the comparison to like Michael Jordan.
Yeah, Gretzky did everything. Alexander Ovechkin, he's scoring and all that too as well, but assist and all that. Like Gretzky assisted, he did all that. You know what I'm saying? Like Gretzky's nice, but again, Ovechkin's a scorer. He does his thing. You know what I mean? And he's got a championship, so he's definitely gonna go down as an all-time great. But I don't know. I can't put him ahead of Gretzky. I cannot tell a lie. All right, Joe, we're gonna get out of here. Make sure you join us this Friday. Playoffs. NBA, we into it. Yankees are just looking real bad out here, man. They looked all right yesterday, and then they lost today, 5-4. I don't understand. 7-8. We 8-7 right now. I don't care. Red Sox ain't that far off. I ain't worried about it right now.
I knew you was gonna say that, bro.
Yeah, I know. I knew you was gonna say something. I knew you was gonna say something. That's why I said that. You know what it is. Let's look at the standings before we go. Shout out to the Cubs. Shout out to the Cubs. Cubs look good though.
Dismantling the Dodgers. And we dismantling them tonight too. Already.
You 10-7. Brewers is right behind you.
It's 3-2. It's 3-2 top of the 8. You ain't dismantling anybody. What you talking
That's
about?
Whatever, man. They 10-7 and we 8-8.
Yo, this is a normal exaggeration. This is a normal exaggeration for Wakil, y'all, ladies and gentlemen. He exaggerates.
No, it's not. I'm not exaggerating.
Cubs are not going to be doing much. Yankees are 1 game behind the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays are 9-7. I'm not worried about the Blue Jays. Congratulations to Vladdy Guerrero for signing a $500 million contract. But it doesn't matter because the Blue Jays won't be nowhere. So you signed that for nothing to stay in the basement with the Brewers, with the Blue Jays. Congratulations, Yankees universe all day. Forget a Red Sox nation. How about that? We don't do Red Sox Nation, we Yankee Universe. And with that, we out of here. Thank y'all so much for joining us. Have a great weekend. Have a great week. Love is love. We love y'all. Harlem Red, Wakil, it's St. Lex, your boy Mizzo. Peace and blessings. Easy.
I'm across the finish line. I'm across the finish line. I'm across the finish line. I'ma go out there, get mine. as a motherfucker.